All right. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off in just a moment with the resource panel. Again, we have some great speakers here, and I believe some are in the session right now. So hopefully we'll get an opportunity to do a little bit of QA with that. But in the meantime, we have the recorded responses that they have, led by Lindsay Poker from US Bank, who is moderating. So before we get into video, just recognize Sylvia Gutierrez from the SBA, Karma Lacey from the OC Workforce Development, Mike Edwards from SCORE, and Carla Gonzalez from the SBDC. Thank you very much to you guys. Let's go ahead and move to the next slide and click on and kick off the panel.
Hello and welcome to BizMatch's resource panel discussion. I'm Lindsay Poker. I'm a product manager at US Bank, and it's my honor to host today's panel. Let's kick off with the first question. If we could please have you introduce yourself and share a little bit about the organization that you work for.
So hello, my name is Carla Gonzalez. I work for the Inland Empire Small Business Development Center. That's actually part of the Orange County Inland Empire SBDC network. I have been with the organization about 12 years now. So I've been with the center for 12 years and I help different businesses. So my official title is lead business consultant, but I also oversee our newest center out of the network, which is our Center for Contracting out of the Inland Empire SBDC office.
Hi, my name is Karma Lacey. I serve as the Executive Director of Workforce and Economic Development for the Orange County Workforce Development Board and the Director of Workforce and Economic Development for Orange County. I have 20 years of experience in workforce development from the state to local level. Our programs offer small businesses with supports with entrepreneurship training, workforce supports to include providing you with business analysis, access to business resources and referrals, recruitment services, hiring initiatives and programs, outplacement services, labor market services, as well as human resource support and other access to other government resources. Not only do we offer direct support at no cost to help you with every stage of your business, we also identify grant opportunities and go after them to make those grants available to the small business community.
Good morning. My name's Mike Edwards, and I spent a 45-year business career in the area of product development, manufacturing, sales, and marketing, and executive management. And when I sold my company in 2015, I joined SCORE, and I've never looked back. It's just a wonderful organization, and I've been the chapter chair, workshop chair, and many other positions, but my most favorite position is that of small business mentor. And I've mentored over 600 people in the ensuing period.
Yes, thank you, Anne, for the opportunity to be here at your event and to talk about government contracting. My name is Sylvia Gutierrez. I'm an economic development specialist with the U.S. Small Business Administration. The SBA is a federal government agency that assists businesses start and grow with several programs: management and technical assistance, access to capital, government contracting, which is the topic that we're going to be talking about today, and advocacy. I have been with the SBA for a number of years. I have about 20 years of experience in economic development, and I work in the community doing outreach and promoting the programs and services of the SBA.
Wow, we have a lot of great representation on today's panel. How long do I need to be in business in order to do business with the government?
That's a great question. So for our workforce development department, there is no requirement of how long you have to be in business to receive access to our service or work with us. We are here for everyone, from the dreamer to the CEO of the Fortune 500 company who just needs additional support. We're here for all levels of entrepreneurship.
Very good question. Actually, it really depends on the program that you're going to be participating. If you are participating in the Women in Business Contracting program, you don't need to be in business for a very long time. You need to have a business established and you need to have a product and service to be ready to sell. If you participate in one of our other programs, for example, the 8A contracting program, you will need to be in business for at least 2 years, because you need to demonstrate your track record, and a history of the business in providing the products and services that you're selling?
Probably one of the biggest opportunities for contracting with government is Orange County. I don't know if you know this, but Orange County is the 7th largest county in our nation, and they procure over $2 billion a year worth of goods and services. And they make it very easy for you as a potential supplier. They have a vendor information day once a month, and that's both in person or virtual, your choice. And that's an opportunity to interact with the people involved in procurement to help you understand the process and what you need to do. In fact, they even provide a manual to understand how to position yourself and bid on contracts. And that's the last thing I'll say. If you go to their website, which is OC Procurement, they actually have a section that shows current open contracts that you can bid on.
Oh, great question. So I will tell you, there are different answers to that. In theory, you can be in business one day and be able to start bidding for opportunities. I would also tell you that it's beneficial if you've been in business at least 2 years, have a solid footing on what it is you're doing, you know your product, you know your target market, so that you can be successful. In terms of contracting, it can take somebody, I mean, we've had clients within the first 3 months, brand new business, land their first janitorial contract. But we have others that have gone at it, 12 months, 18 months, and they're barely landing their contracts. So before we look at the opportunities, instead of, why am I not landing that contract? We have to look at the foundation. We look at your business. Do you have everything in place? Do you have the capacity to do one of these contracts? So we want to make sure that winning a contract is not the worst thing, but the best thing that can help you. And we also encourage you to look at subcontracting opportunities. Subcontracting opportunities are sometimes the best way to start and can also help your business grow.
And how do I find out about government procurement opportunities?
Another great question that people want to know about. For example, in order to find out about government contracting opportunities, you can use a link called fedbizops.gov, where people can find contracts over $25,000. However, I would encourage everyone who wants to do business with the government to contact our local office or wherever they are located, to contact a district office and to sign up for a webinar that teaches the business owner how to do business with government. That way, the person can learn the ins and outs of doing business with the government, where to go, how to find the contract opportunities, and what the requirements are. And also to learn more about the certifications that they really need. Sometimes we know that people want to be covered and they want to complete certifications with different agencies that they might not need. So instead of wasting time doing that, I would encourage them to spend the time listening to a webinar that teaches people how to do business with government so that they can learn the ins and outs of doing business with the government, because it is not just the federal contracting program. People can start at the local level with city, state, and large corporations, and then move on to the federal contracting jobs.
So great question. So there's different websites, different locations where you can find government contracting opportunities. My biggest thing when I meet with clients and anybody in our team, so remember, we do have the Center for Contracting out of the Orange County Inland Empire SBDC network. And what we'd like to first do with our clients is figure out, when you say government, what do you mean? Because when you talk to us about government, we have your federal government, you have your state government, and your local government. So they're all vastly different in the way they proceed. So first is identifying which government are you talking about. And then once we get to that, they each have different processes. So if you're looking at your local cities and counties, each of those cities and counties will have their website, their portal or vendor registration sites where you can go in, register yourself as a new business with that particular entity. And you should, in theory, be notified of any opportunities that come up. Now, the key is you really want to make sure your profile is complete. You have all the appropriate codes that are needed in order for you to get those notifications. And when I talk about codes, once again, depending on what sector we're talking about, they each have different sectors. We have your NEICS codes for the federal, we have the UNSPSC codes for the state of California, and then sometimes our cities and our local counties will use NIGP codes. So identifying that process and what your keywords are so that when you do register on these different sites, you are able to get those notifications. So remember, with the cities and the counties, you can go straight to their web pages and they do have a vendor registration portal. With my state of California, they also post their bid opportunities, and it's a really good system called Cali Procure. You can register on there as well, and you are able to get those notifications. And then lastly, if we're looking at the federal government, they will have everything through the system called SAM. So SAM is sam.gov. All these systems are free. I repeat, they are all free. So you want to make sure you're registering on the correct systems because there are sometimes other sites that will pop up if you go through Google. So you just really want to make sure that you're on the correct site. Typically, if it ends in .gov, you're on the right spot, you're the right sites, excuse me. But any of these different systems does have a vendor registration system where you can go in, create your profile, add your keywords, and add the appropriate code so you do get the appropriate notifications.
At SCORE, we support small business in terms of mentoring and counseling them on building their business. So we, through our general support, are here to help you build your business and grow it through sales and marketing and being sure that your back end part of the business is well positioned. And we work hard with businesses to help them scale so they can respond to business contracts such as are available through government agencies.
That's a great question. I think it's important for you to register with the state, county, and local government procurement departments so that you can receive procurement notices. One of the most popular platforms for government and procurement opportunity is called BidSync, or it's offered through Peerscope. But I think the easiest way to do is to contact your local municipality and ask them how to register for their procurement notice list. Once you get on that list, you're provided with opportunities to apply from everything that they have open with that organization.
Thanks for those great answers. Do any of your organizations offer programs to assist businesses to get contracts?
So remember, out of the Orange County Inland Empire Network, we do have our SBDC Center for Contracting. So out of our Center for Contracting, we do about anywhere between 40 to 50 webinars or in-person workshops a year. These workshops and webinars will range from our Contracting 101 class. We have coming up contracting or locating bid opportunities. We have that presentation coming up. We also have Certifications 101. We have classes on how to decipher a bid, and not just necessarily how to write one, but you see them online and you pull them down. They can be 60, 70, sometimes 80 pages, and they can be a big turnoff for our clients. So we will walk with you, help you take it apart. So we do have those classes as well. We have a lot of how to do business with X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z can be our local cities, our counties, municipalities, utility companies. So we do offer those as well. And we do offer our Meet the Prime series as well. So that gives you an opportunity to meet with some of our prime contractors. So ongoing, we do have, like I said, about between 40 to 50 webinars or in-person classes happening, and you can locate that all on our website. And they're always free to you. We also have on our website what we call Chatting Contracts with Carla. They're quick 10-minute, maybe 5-minute interviews with different agencies. And it kind of gives you a look ahead on what it is that they require or what they're looking for in a potential subcontractor or a vendor. So we do have a lot of ongoing education. There's 6 of us on a team. So I tell everybody, I'm not an expert in every area in contracting, but I do have a team of 6 consultants, all with very, very great industry experience in different areas.
Yes, absolutely. The the federal government has several programs to help small businesses win a fair share of the federal contracting dollars. And I don't know if you know this, but the federal government spends over $500 billion worth of in goods and services, in the purchase of goods and services across the board. And the federal contracting programs help small businesses have access to win some of these contracts that in some cases are either sole source or set aside. To answer your question more specifically, if people go to our website, they will see that the federal government has at least 9 programs. They can see it on the SBA website. There are 9 different programs that offer opportunities for small businesses to tap into federal contracting. And just to tell you what they are, the most popular ones are the Small and Disadvantaged Business, Women-Owned Business, Small Business Federal Contracting Program, the Veteran Assistance Program, and the 8A program. We also have, for example, the joint venture, the 7J, the Hubzone program. So altogether, there are 9. And of course, each one of them has their own specific requirements. And that is why I recommend that business owners sign up for an orientation before they start completing applications.
Yes, we do. We partner with other organizations like SBA and Orange County Small Business Development Center, SCORE, OCBC, Orange County Chambers, GoBiz, and EDD. Through those partnerships, we're able to offer various opportunities for businesses to access resources that can help them with developing their contracts. In addition to that, we internally offer data analysis and labor market information that will help you also with data that's necessary for contracts.
Those sound like a few great opportunities. What about online resources, or can you provide any insight into other resources I can use before I meet with you?
SCORE has a tremendous resource for small business. And by the way, that's all we do is we mentor and provide education to small business. You can go to orangecounty.score.org. And one of the tabs on the home page is business resources. So I believe it's called Business Library. And there's just a fantastic amount of material there in terms of videos, business templates, and blogs. And it has a good search function because there's just so much, you'll get lost browsing through it, but you can search based on your specific needs. You can also go to score.org and they have a vast business library as well.
Yes, definitely. We have a lot of resources. The website alone, as you can see here, sba.gov, people can go to the website and look under the menu of federal contracting. They can read the details about each one of the programs that I mentioned here. And they can also learn about the certifications. If you go to our main website of the Orange County Inland Empire District Office, if people go to the calendar section, they can find out about the events and the webinars that are taking place every week on different topics that have to be with federal contracting. How to do business with government, how to get certified, and all these questions can be answered in these webinars. And of course, the team, the federal contracting team in my office or anyone in my office is willing and ready and available to help answer the questions that people may have about how to do business with government.
We have on our website, like I mentioned, we do have the chatting contract with Carla, so you're more than welcome to go on there. The one thing that I'm really proud of on our particular section of our website on the OCIE network, we do have a section called contracts and bids. So if you go on there, it will take you to a page where you're going to see a whole bunch of different logos and icons for our various different cities and our counties in the three counties that we serve, Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside. If you click on each of those, it will take you straight to their registration pages. So a lot of times people are like, well, I don't even know how to register with them. I don't know where to look for it. I don't know where to start. So these particular links on this page will take you directly to each of those areas to register for that particular city or county. So we do show cities on theirs, counties on theirs, the state, the federal, some universities, some Cal States, and some DOT as well too. So that is a great feature on our website, and that'll kind of get you familiar. So if you see a city that you want to do business with and you don't see it on our site, you kind of have an idea now how to locate it on there. We also have a great partnership with our local PTACs. So we always refer back to them. We're always helping each other out. If I can't help them with something or somebody on my team can't, we will go ahead and bring in that PTAC, and vice versa. PTAC will always bring us in as well too. So there are a lot of resources that we can connect with, as well as our local chambers and our local business associations. I am a big believer of networking, and I tell our clients is you want to be where these vendors are going to be at, these buyers are going to be at. So a lot of your chambers, ethnic ones, gender ones, business associations, they have events where you are given the opportunity to network with some of these potential buyers that you might want to do business with. And that's an opportunity for you to connect with them. I tell everybody, they are human just like you. People will go in there being intimidated or scared to talk to them. They're human. Talk to them, introduce your business, what it is you do, what are the chances of maybe securing a contract, or what is their process, or do they have a need for your particular item that you have, product or service? And if they do, or they think they do, who do you need to connect with? So I am a big pusher, like I said, for our chambers and our business associations, because they are the ones that afford you those opportunities with these events throughout the year.
Yes, we offer a website. It is www.ocworkforcesolutions.com. On that website, you'll find information about our business services. That website lists all of the opportunities that we have, whether it's a grant or opportunities to create work experience or OJTs, in addition to all of the other resources that we have available and all the partner resources. In addition to the website, we also have a call center. The call center is called the Orange County Workforce and Business Economic Recovery Call Center. The telephone number is area code 714-480-6500. It is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and we provide support in all languages. In addition to that, we also have a micro business grant that we're offering to the Orange County community. We're offering micro businesses, which are employers with 5 or fewer employees, the opportunity to apply for $2,500 in funding. In order for you to qualify for that, you have to have been in business since 2019, and pretty much any micro business is pretty much eligible that meets the criteria of having 5 or fewer employees. That is an operation as of December of 2019 and has been impacted by the pandemic. For more information in regards to that grant opportunity and others, I encourage you to call our call center. Again, it's 714-480-6500.
Thank you so much for your time today. It's an honor to meet all of you. I appreciate the resources that you've provided to our small business owners and hope that we get a chance to work again. Have a great day and enjoy the rest of your time at BizMatch.